sugar nakaslem jong unongsan Hima.
Katratrekam jong Meghalaya State Veterinary Council Shillong mentakasngi ka arpuhun yautrik yang arajar arpusau kalapunlong yung Rakhe yung World Veterinary Day. Haka office trekam jong Directorate of Animal Husbandry and Veterinary Shillong. Kapangpadeng jong Jinglang kalong, veterinarians are essential health workers. Hagani kasngi lawan banyak dan lang do Menteri ke Tnad Jingri ke Sarkar Jylla uba AL Hek haringkat ke Deputy Commissioner ke East Khasi Hills ke Kongro serta M Kurba IAS ke Balongru ke Secretary jong ke Tnad Animal Husbandry and Veterinary Department bat kiwei ki head Sarkar. Haba ajing keran hagani kasngi na kalyang kongsan uba AL Hek ula ai ke jingero ya ke Tnad trekam halor ke jing treshitom bat ke jingla ban penyaj ben ya ke kam ke ban long kalat ban penti kena ya ki paj ba halor ke kot ke khia da ke ba penpoi ya ki mar bat ki dawaya da jong ki marat ha ke Jylla baro ke wei haba keren hagani kasngi na kalyang ke kongru serta M Kurba kalaong ba ladangi perkhat sapang ke kot ke khia kam ju penken mau ban ya dan bentalang bat ke Tnad ke badai pej bat sumar ya ki marat hagway day bat ka kot ka khia jong breo henry ladang hi perkhat sapang ka kot ka khia jong ki breo nimpoi perkhat bat ni yat lat ban phai shakni ka Tnad trekam ka bokong san
Veterinary department is a department of the demand driven department. It is a sustainability department. It can be sustained throughout forever if you are sincerely taking the ownership of the department. Dr. Sakhar, when he had given in the keynote address, has mentioned only few of us who has taken the seriousness of the responsibility. Until unless we all of us we are not taking the accountability, the ownership of any responsibility been tasked to us, assigned to us, we will not be able to grow. It is a simple word, we will not be able to grow. We have to take the responsibility, the accountability, and importantly, the ownership. Somebody are taking now, this is a government department. Why should I take ownership? Today I'm working here for 30 years, working here for the next 2 years to retire. I'm going to retire for the next 2-3 days or 2-3 months. Why should I take ownership? That is the responsibility to everyone's of the individual. If we don't take the ownership, accountability to the assignment which has been given to us. We are here to build a brand. How to build a brand? Building a brand of the veterinary department. If you are not building a brand of the assignment given to you, then you have not accomplished your missions. You have not done your responsibility. You have to take the responsibility. It's so huge potential. And as mentioned by the other speakers who have spoken before me, it can create a lot of economy. It can create a lot of employment. And we have also that huge potential in the state of Meghalaya. But the thing is, like, I'm not blaming the government employees. The other thing also I just like to share with all of you. The government employee, you are here for a few years. Somebody will be their director for a few years, somebody will be DBO, will be transferred for a few years, will be shuttling down from here and there. So the lack of the seriousness will not be there. That we also understand this. That's why I'm saying, telling time and again to every one of us, when we are doing any farm, we should be outsourcing with the proper MOU. It has to be a win-win situation between the outsourcing partner and also the veterinary department. Why I'm saying this, I'm looking from the business point of view, the business model. If you see from the business model or the business point of view, the government should not do business. Why I'm saying this? Suppose we have set up one poultry farm or the cattle farm or any farm. You are paying the salary of the staff there with a government salary, right from the doctor, right from the BFA or anybody. You have to pay the scale, the salary, the scale of the salary, the government salary to the employees. That's why it will not be a fraud to sustain the fund which is created by the department. I'm not discouraging you. Don't take me also otherwise. I'm not discouraging anybody. I know you have been working there. You have been sincere to your responsibility. But we have to think also the timing is very important to start any business. So I'm saying you, if we are going to be outsourcing, doing partnering with any other partners, outsourcing partner with a very strict model, MOU, which will be given to both the partners, will be benefit for the both sides. The outsourcing partners also will be benefit. The department also will be benefit. Will be a win-win situation for everybody. Want to share to all of you that as I told before also, we have huge potential of creating economy and also creating the employment. Today we have seen the employment problem to our boys and girls are huge today. As has become completely, there is no job at all. Recently I'm looking also at SAT, you don't believe there were only 119 posts. The people who are sit for exam, for the interview are 58,000 people. Just imagine how many of them can be accommodated to give employment. We are in a very bad shape of employment, not only in the state of Meghalaya, in the whole country today. We are facing the employment problem. Where our boys and girls will go? Where is our future of our children will go? That's why I'm saying we have the demand-driven department where we can create so many employment, we can create so many economy, we can serve the state, we can serve the people of the state. So I will not take much of your time. Thank you very much, and I'd like to thanks once again for inviting us here to this program, and I wish you once again the World Veterinary Day 2024. Thank you. Good day.
And in a country like ours with a growing population, that is a very, very critical input that we are losing. Therefore, we need now to encourage our young people to go back. But to go back where? Not to what their parents and grandparents were doing. We need to encourage them to go back and train them, teach them, show them new methods of doing things, of doing what their parents and grandparents were doing. So therefore, building up entrepreneurs in the value chain, processing, value addition, services, paravets. But we cannot do this unless we have an institution that is capable of training our people, because not everyone can afford to go outside and seek a degree or an education. So I think the time has come for us. It's very critical, and so I would request from the side of the minister also, because already the cabinet had approved, and it's just a question of putting it on ground. There are issues to be resolved, I know, and I'm sure that the Veterinary Council can actually play a critical role here, because what Dr. Sakar has cited as an example is highly relevant. Let us learn from other people's mistakes, and let us not repeat those mistakes. So, briefly, I don't want to take up too much of your time, but from the Commission, we have been peripherally involved in some of the activities of livestock, though our intervention in the sector has been relatively less. I admit that. Of course, we had, like Ongol, the Ongol pilot, a little bit of intervention was there. Then also the creation of a WhatsApp-based kind of grievance redressal system, which had been in the work for almost 2 years and now has been finalized. Hopefully, we should be able to, with the department, launch it in this year itself. And of course, as a commission, our mandate is what? Our mandate is very clear. And as you very well know, the Meghalaya Farmers Empowerment Commission is a one-man commission. constituted by an act of the legislature. So therefore, we don't do development. That's not our mandate. We look at the gaps. What are those issues of the farmers that is not being addressed by any scheme, any department? And if we think that it's a gap that is critical to the welfare of our farmers, is something that we intervene in. We pilot. We also, we have 27 objectives. If any of you are interested, you can go on our website. The entire act is there. There are 27 objectives, but two of the most critical objectives are technology induction. We believe that for a state like Meghalaya with low land population, relatively lower density of population, mountainous terrain, technology is critical for us to go forward. And technology, surprisingly, or not surprisingly, appeals to young people. Young people are very comfortable with technology. And using technology as an entry point to encourage young people to go back to farming, I think that is the key. But that technology has to come from somewhere. That technology has to have people able to understand, able to utilize it. That's why institutions are important. Institutions like the Veterinary Council. I see that the council has a much, much bigger role to play, in addition to it being a certification and a regulatory body. The council, given the kind of flexibility that it has, can actually play a critical role. I don't know if it can be possible, but can play a critical role in encouraging enterprise in the livestock sector. Because I know, department, you are constrained by your schemes. You are constrained by mandates. There are some things that you cannot do.
The way they take care of their pets is awesome. But then again, we had an issue here in this district earlier because we have an issue about rabies. There's a huge number of rabies in the district, which is a concern. And we used to sit for a meeting to review the situation because we are supposed to be rabies-free state, even country as a whole, by 2030. Then when we review this, we feel that there's a lot of gap, there's a lot of coordination with various departments. This is something, again, as I said, convergence, coordination is lacking amongst us. We are working all in isolation. So the time has come that we have to go more on convergence mode because it will serve the purpose of protecting the subject, that is the animals that we are here for, and also the human. So this is where there's a lot of talking on this aspect. And as I'm saying that we are a meat eater, but we also have to acknowledge that the meat that is served to us is free from any bacteria, is free from any diseases. So it was mentioned earlier that in countries abroad, they do not just display that we have in the way that we display our meat here in our state. This is very wrong, but then it took a long time. I was also the Commissioner of Food Safety at one point of time. It is a very difficult task for us to stop people from hanging the meat. I do not, the society doesn't allow us to hang the meat, and display it. They have to be laid down and covered with glasses. Some areas we've been able to do that. Some areas still the practice is not there. People still need to touch, to feel. Before buying, they kind of touch. So you can imagine the diseases that are happening over there, and we are the we also are carrier of those diseases because we don't wash our hand and go to market and start poking on the meat, whatever meat that we're going to buy, and then we go and buy vegetables and we buy, whatnot. And the same hand we go and touch the item. And this is really crazy. I mean, I have an accountant with me in 2001 whose husband is a veterinary doctor. She eats nothing like chicken, no. I mean, I was surprised, Then I met many veterinarians along the way in my career. Of course, some of them are my close friends here. We belong to the same group. They all look so fit and young. So I often ask them, Dr. Kona, one of them, he's not here today. I always ask, how come you're not sharing your secrets? Please conduct proper awareness program because all the veterinarian doctors are very healthy, good looking. They're very lead by example. So kindly share your secrets and by way of awareness, by teaching our people and the importance of hygiene, the importance of, have more of clippings. Nowadays people are more on social medias, Instagram. I hope the department, the directorate has an Insta page where you can educate people and show them what are the type, how do they buy the correct type of meat, what should be the color, how do you detect it's a sick animal or not. So these are all things that all of you can do in your own way as part-time.
Safeguarding not only animal health but also human health, and which directly translate to human well-being. Veterinarians, we all know, we not only treat sick animals, but we also prevent disease outbreaks that could have affected both animal and human population. Sometimes veterinary professions, the officers, the paramedics and all, they go beyond the call of duty and their dedication shines through in long hours of work. They have to handle complex issues, they have to manage complex cases, all with unwavering compassion. Veterinarians are not only animal doctors, but they are also animal welfare advocates, and at the same time, they are also public health stakeholders. And because of the crucial role in reducing global hunger, public and animal health, controlling zoonosis, monitoring good quality, food quality and food safety, biomedical research, and protecting environment and biodiversity, so on and so forth. Now, improving both animal and human health has enabled the vets to protect and save the lives of untold millions in the past, in the present, and will happen so in the future generation as well. We all know that animal disease do not respect borders, they do not respect boundaries. As we have seen in the past and now also, the much talk about diseases like bird flu, swine flu, FMD, anthrax, and with the new emerging disease in the form of African swine fever, lumpy skin disease, etc., to name a few. This has been, we can say these are the snapshot of issues which may emerge, which may surface every moment. And this directly affects relating to the food safety, food security, and animal